Okay, welcome to devlog number 2. So this is actual Steam that I'm logging into, and I'll show you some differences that I've made with the login and the UI on the main menu, as well as the UI in game with the HUD and everything. So as soon as you log in, it may have a blank, but it should pull. And if it's just a blank, you literally have to just click the login screen and it'll connect to your account. But it should pull the unique ID from Steam and then apply your nickname. So it's pulled my unique ID and applied my nickname Borsk. So now if I just log in, I have no characters. If you have created a character, it'll save that character. If not, first time playing, you'll create a new character. Select your region, select your gender, whatever sort of person that you want, male, female, or type of hair. Some have, the regions have different options, so depending on what type of style you want, you have to change region to suit. Get creative with it. There's more creativity to come though. Set the name. You can set really whatever you like. There's 15 characters at the moment. I'll just review that. And certain names can't be used. There's a blacklist, so you shouldn't see anything untoward. Create. So now I've got that. Now if the character's not there, literally select the character. Eventually we'll have 3 characters available to play under your unique ID. At the moment, just one. The only reason being that is I'll have to expand the character saving. At the moment, it's saving to your attributes and everything is saving to the unique ID. I'll have to make a character saving specifically for the all the individual stats and things like that. So once you've created it, single player, multiplayer. Obviously, if you've got a game, create a game. If you don't, so we'll just call it QWERTY testing and start the game. So that's made the actually logging in a lot simpler. So now when I go back, it'll automatically log my Steam ID and it'll bring up any characters that I've created. So single player map, as I mentioned, can take a little while to load. Dedicated servers, obviously the map's preloaded, so your login is actually a bit quicker. You're not having to actually load the landscape. But once it's loaded, it's good to go. And the next time you log in, it won't take so long because it's already loaded. So therefore, it remembers the cache in the background. So I mentioned I scaled up the stones. A lot easier to see, but more user friendly. Some of them are a little bit hidden, but you can generally see them. And just remember, anything that comes up with a name, with a pop-up, when I look away, there's nothing there. When I look at something I can collect, I can collect it. So if you see any rocks or anything, especially in the hills, on the landscape itself, and it doesn't have the pop-up, well then you can't, it's not a rock, it's just part of the landscape. That's just normal. So there's some sticks there, everything's a little bit easier to see. There's a lot of items to collect straight off the bat, so leveling up is pretty easy. You start with 2 meat skewers, not sure why they're hidden, I'll have to look into that, and a water flask, so a little bit of food and water to start with, but essentially everything that you collect, you have an option of what to do with it. A lot of them have learn recipes, and as you'll see here on the right hand side, the pop-up will tell you that you've learned a recipe. A lot of items have got different recipes that you can learn. So then you go to your crafting. Now I've got a list of things I can craft. So craft that. Oops. And that's the one I wanted. One of those. Now, not everything does, so rope, that is the end of the recipe line essentially. Whereas the plant fiber, we make cloth, but now there's another recipe on top of that. So you've now created some more items, i.e. backpack, bandage, crafting plan, straw bed. Straw bed requires a foundation, so you need to build foundations before you can place beds. That's just to reduce the amount of empty beds throughout the world. Tools, things like that. Skills. So I've collected a skill point. Click on it once, will give you the information about the skill, even if it's greyed out. It's greyed out if the one prior to it in the tree has not been learnt or has not been activated. So I've got 1 point. My next level is 1500, so I've only just got that. So I can activate that. I can activate these once I've unlocked, so double click, and now I've unlocked it. This one will now be available, as will this one and this one, but then this one will have to wait for the one before it. So, and how many points it takes as you go down. Some things may take more points. 2 points for that one. You know, so most things in the survival are only 1 point. The general survival skills and upgrades. So back to the inventory, and now I've got 4 points here, so I can, you know, put those in there. Saving and loading's all working. The experience at the top of this page matches the experience in your HUD and your level in the HUD along with the gold bar that's going underneath. Your food and water, as well as your stamina. So stamina drain. It's not too bad, I think. It's pretty balanced. You can run for a fair while, but in combat, well, let's make a. What have we got? We've got stone sticks. Yep, we can make pickaxe. So if I make a pickaxe, I'll find a big rock. Where's a big rock? Depends where you are in the world. These are sort of arid plains, so there's some big rocks over there. So if I run over here, so you can sprint, obviously, and jog. Jogging's you could regain stamina while jogging at a slower rate walking. So, whoops, sorry, Alt, crouch, and then Alt will actually regain stamina quicker. So if you really drain your stamina and you start walking, which you automatically will anyway, it'll actually see. You can see that the actual grass is changing from an arid to a normal sort of grassland. This is getting closer to the jungle, hence why the grass is so long. If I go back to jogging, I still don't drain stamina, but I've got a boulder here. I can't. There's no pop-up, so it's worth if I equip the pickaxe and then grab it in my hand. It'll drain the stamina a lot more, so that's really what I wanted to show you. So likewise, so using weapons and tools will actually drain the stamina fairly quickly, but it'll come back. Just jogging, it'll come back. Whereas if I walk, it'll come back a lot quicker. So. So you can see a lot of the rocks, things like that, this clay. You see on the right hand side, I'm collecting clay. Shovels and pickaxes will collect clay. So this is a very large stone, so you can tell fairly large rocks and stones, whereas small ones will have pop-up. You know. Then when I go to my skills, so I've got crafting because I made the pickaxe. I've got survival, which is just junior gathering, but I've got gathering slash mining. The reason I put it gathering is because tree chopping is similar, so it's in the same class. So if I go to there, you know, I've got 350 XP over 400 to next level. Then I'll be able to get a point in that one. So all of the skills are actually working. Now I've got one more point, so strength. And go to the menu, save my game, YouTube testing, because it's already saved. It's an auto save. So select that. I can override it. Okay, and